I don't think it's going to go anywhere. It's pretty safe. It just got away on us. At least we cleaned up a bit of the paddock. Have you ever experienced a 1 in 100 year flood? Well, in February last year, we experienced just that. We've had about a year's worth of rain in I think 4 days, and fortunately all the culverts are still in place, but this is one area where the ground just gave away. You can see the water still pouring in here. All this has collapsed and washed away. If you just browse this way, scan this way, still running in over here. Here's our 50mm irrigation line coming down from the tank at the top to the dam. Unfortunately, the dam's filled up with sediment. In fact, I'm standing about 2.5 meters below the level of our pasture, our paddock. That flood came through and just eroded probably, my guess is half an acre of land here, and just washed everything down into my big dam. And as a result of all that, it's made quite a mess. Obviously, it's even exposed this irrigation line here behind me that I buried it like in old terms 2 feet or 600 millimeters below the surface of the ground, and it's fully exposed and it's now sagging. So I've got to repair that. So we actually experienced a second 100 or 1 in 100 year flood just in 4 months later or 3 months later in May. So it happened again. I don't know why they call this 1 in 100 year floods. I know they've changed this now, but it is what it is. So our next project is to get the machines in here and clean this up while it's relatively dry. These dams are spring fed, so there'll always be water running into them, but this is probably as dry as it gets. Okay, first step is to burn this grass off so we can get the machines in so they can actually see what they're doing. So I've actually applied, I got my fire permit. It's only about 1/4 acre, I guess, maybe a bit more. I had the fire permit to burn today. I've mowed a bit of I guess a fire break around this. Got a couple of hoses, got a couple of people to help me. I don't think it's going to go anywhere. It's pretty safe, there's no breeze. It brings back memories of growing up though, because we used to burn off 20 acres at a time on the farm back at Kwongba, and Dad always said that he'd warn us if fire could be your best friend or a terrible enemy. So let's hope today it's a good friend of mine. Well, it's been about an hour since we started the fire, and it hasn't been a good friend. It just got away on us. The wind was blowing the correct way when we started it, and I don't know, about 15 minutes into it, the wind turned around and blew it up the hill in the distance there. And three of us are just running around like headless chooks trying to stop it from heading over to that hill. We're pretty safe getting to that road, but if we jumped the road up there, we would have been in a major strife. So yeah, I can't say the fire was a good friend today, but at least we cleaned up a bit of the paddock. So today's the day that they're going to start cleaning out that eroded section. The big dozer is on its way. He calls it a swampy. It has an extra wide tracks on it so it can get through the wet ground. I don't think it's too wet, but it's definitely moisture there. I just had a word to him, and he reckons it's going to take him longer to get out here to do the job than to do the job. But it is a long way out. It's probably 1.5 kilometres he's got to crawl this through, and we're going to try and squeeze him through this double gate here. That saves taking him over the top of our grids, which are obviously just not designed for that size machine. So the company I'm using is the same mob who did this road. It was several weeks' work. So I know the owner of that business personally, and I know this operator. very well from the time doing that road. He's a terrific operator, so it's going to be a fun day or two. Always amazed at the power of these machines. They're moving 3, possibly 4 cubic meters of uncut earth at a time. It's just an amazing horsepower. How good is this? I reckon I'm going to have to upgrade my posse and get one of these. I'm amazed he can operate in this. In places it's, I don't know, it's just like a big pad of jelly, and in other places you can see the stream is still running. The water's still pouring out of the hill, yet it's so dry at the moment. We desperately need rain. So tomorrow I'm going to have to get the posi track with the leveling bar on the front and run over this part that's dry. The real issue is the natural spring that's running through here. It's always going to be sloppy and soft, so I don't know. We'll put turf over the middle, right where the gutter is, but as long as it can grow pretty quickly before we get a good downpour, we might be right. I can't believe how fast this has taken. Mind you, I didn't know he was going to bring it D6, and I thought it was going to be 2 days work. He's only been here for like 2 hours, maybe 2.5 hours. I have to find something else for him to do while he's here. It probably cost me more to get him here in the float than it is to do the work itself. So I'll quickly think of some other jobs he can do while he's got the big machine here. So the big D6 Swampy left this morning, and I've just spent 2 hours walking at the back through our tropical rainforest trying to figure out where to put our electric fences to keep the cattle out of there. So the council guy was down, the environmental council guy, and he's very, very helpful. So we just did that. My afternoon now is to clean up what the Swampy left. So I'm in the posi track, I've got the leveling bar on front. I'm going to run over it for a couple of hours, trying to break up all the clumps so we can throw some seed on there. And tomorrow sometime we'll get some turf down just in the gutter where the water will flow. We can't wait for the seed to come up. So I'm not that skilled at using this leveling bar. It's the one implement I don't use it very often, but I'll do my best and see how it comes up at the end. So unfortunately, I've really hurt my foot, so I'm a bit out of action for a few days. I can barely carry my own weight, now I can carry something else, so I guess lucky for me, I don't have to lay the turf today. So Michelle and Ross will be doing all the laying, and Ross decided to grab the laser and he's going to find the low point, so we keep the turf in what will be the gutter where the water will always run. So that's the important bit. It'll take a bit more time, but we'll get there.
So it's going to be a bit stepped like that if we're going to keep finding the lowest points.
I don't think that matters.
So do you want me to have this one like starting here, or do you want?
No, it's the low, just wherever the low is. So you
just keep.
Yeah, you can keep going. That one there can join up.
So precise.
It's awkward. Oh. We should have just got the positive going. Straight bloody made our
Made a path.
Yeah.
Best part of the day is the beer at the end, you know that, right? Watering it in.
Yeah.
I probably won't appreciate as much as you guys, eh?
Delete that. Really?
Nearly done?
Almost.
Have we got enough hose to get to the end or not?
No, we're about 5 metres to 10 metres too short, would you believe?
So nearly done. You just got to reinstate this irrigation line, this 50mm irrigation line, and all finished. Another project out of the way. So that's the last of the seed, I think. That little bit of rye seed, all done.
Yeah, we've also put some grazing mix out there.
Yeah.
Seeds and some kaya.
Man, what a project though. And you think, what, 12 months ago we had, well, more than 12 months ago we had that flooding rain, and we had it again. Imagine if we have another 1 in 100 year flood, you know, early next year.
Yeah.
Which is, you never know, it's quite possible. And how about that fire that got away all around here? Stressful.
There's 3 of us on it, but yeah, it just got away for sure.
No, no, all done now. It looks fantastic.
Yeah. That seed takes, it'll do its job and keep that soil where it's meant to be.
Yeah, Cassie, that's exactly right. Yeah, nice work, guys.